Hello YouTube. I know this isn't an animated video, and I'm 90% certain that you also know that, considering this isn't an animated video. But I don't know when I'll do an animated video. I'm not sure if I will do another animated video for stories, but for now I'm just going to be doing me telling you guys stories over like me drawing or doing games. And yeah, so hopefully that goes well. Um, oh yeah, and happy Easter and Halloween and basically Christmas and every other holiday that I didn't do a video for because I got lazy for like 5 months. More than 5 months. Like half a year. Yeah, so happy holidays. And so I'm gonna tell a few short stories. And so the first one is actually just 2 years ago. We were doing Easter at my dad's, and we were at my one of my grandpa's houses, and we were doing an Easter egg hunt. So me and my cousins and my little brother, we were all looking for eggs because it's an Easter egg hunt, and we all had quite a few eggs, and I found this little egg in a nest. And since common sense wasn't saying, hey, that's probably not an Easter egg, considering it was in a nest, and it looks way too small to be carrying anything, I decided, it probably is. You know, you never know. You never know. I was in Easter egg hunting mode. So I pick it up out of the nest, put it in my basket, and continue. And I do not notice that it is an actual bird egg that was already dead until there is just like yolk all over my Easter eggs. And there are like parts of an egg. And I'm just like crying because I just like feel so bad that I just killed an egg, thinking that it was not a baby bird. I did not think it was a baby bird egg. I thought it was an Easter egg. And everyone's just like laughing. Well, I'm just like, what have I done? It's funny. Yeah, that's how that went 2 years ago. I still feel a bit bad about that. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I was listening to the audio from the previous story to see how it went, and so that if I mess up on this story, I don't have to restart. And I realized the audio wasn't too great, so I grabbed my microphone, and hopefully it makes it better audio. See, yeah, that should be better audio now that I have the microphone hooked up. So let's get started with the second story. This next story is about a game called Dungeons and Dragons, or the next few stories are going to be about Dungeons and Dragons stories. And pretty much, me and my friend just got sent to a cave to go fight a young red dragon. And yeah, so we're about to go fight a dragon. We finally find it. And so we're about to go face this dragon. But before we do, I decide to try to reason with it to see if, it wants to help us take over the world. Of course it says no. So like any person who just gets denied help to take over the world, I just say, okay, have fun dying. So yeah, I didn't make a good first impression with this dragon that we're about to fight to the death. And so pretty much it starts attacking us. So it's just back and forth. We're swinging at it with blades and stuff. And it's just breathing fire on us and slashing us with its talons. And so I get this idea that was just kind of more a bad idea and something you should never do if you're fighting a dragon, unless you have a death wish. But pretty much, I had a bottle of ale from a recent bar fight in the game. And so my big brain decided, what if I use my charisma to trick the dragon into thinking that once I pour this down its throat, once it starts breathing fire, everything it owns is going to die and he's going to die. And for whatever reason, I don't get a 20 when I'm trying to, attack somebody with a dagger or with magic, but I get a 20 when I'm trying to do something stupid like this. Like, seriously, one of the few times I get 20s is when I'm trying to convince someone that they are a tree. So, pretty much, this dragon's just like, oh, dang, man, I gotta kill this guy. This guy just sucks. I want him dead and out of my mouth. Why is he pouring ale down my throat? And so, pretty much, I tell him that if he dares to use the fire breathing, everyone will die in this cave, and all his precious belongings will be melted away. Because, pretty much, red young dragons are very, very protective of their belongings. I tried to take some gold from him, and he targeted me for quite a bit of the battle. So pretty much, he knows that if he uses fire, he's going to die. Me and my friend are going to die. His precious belongings are all going to pretty much be obliterated if he dares to use his fire breathing. So the rest of the battle, he comes close to using his fire breathing, but he doesn't until me and my friend attack him to where he's basically about to die. He just gets so mad. He uses his fire breathing. He's just like, you know what? No, I don't even care at this point. I just want them dead. So if I destroy my belongings, if I destroy my home, oh well, these guys are going to die. And so he uses fire, and me and my friend just book it out of that cave. We escape. We just barely escape. And we just watch the whole thing explode. And I want to just avoid going back there because I'm assuming he's dead. But my friend decides to go make sure he's dead. That way, he doesn't come back for us when we least expect it and then try to kill us. So we go back to make sure the dragon is just dead. And we see it just come out of the rubble. And it starts charging towards us using its fire breathing. And now it's not so destructive because he already used, the destructive ale mixed with his fire. So yeah, he can use that now. And after a few more back and forths of attacking each other, we finally kill it. And we actually get quite a bit of gold once we go back to where we started the battle. And it may be all melted, but it's still great gold. But the guy that sent us there for the gold, so I choose to fake our deaths, because it's highly unlikely anyone would have survived that. And if we dare show our faces there again, we are dead. Like, that guy will kill us. Because he had, him himself, we'd be able to kill him no problem. But he had so many big guys that they're just crazy strong. So we would have died if we showed our face there with melted gold. So we just run, we escape, we fake our deaths, and we head to the nearest kingdom. And that will start the third story of this video. Okay, so for the third story, pretty much, we go to the kingdom, we meet the queen, she's only 16. Me and Nick pretty much just got in there because he decided to pretend I was a prisoner. I stole one of the keys, got her out, But she already knew who he are because we escaped death row when we started the campaign. And so she sends us into this awful forest to train us because apparently there was like this prophecy like thing, I guess. I don't really remember off the top of my head, but I knew it, Nick didn't. And so she needed us to train to protect her kingdom. So she sent us into this awful forest with a lot of strong enemies. And so the boss for the week that we were fighting, or for the boss for that week, because we were going to be there for a month and a half in the campaign. So the first ever boss is a Death Knight. And they're pretty strong, especially when, you're like a level 5. Yeah, we weren't the most prepared for that, but pretty much before that we set up a camp, and I was watching guard because we were fighting some monsters earlier, and I used Thunderwave because I am a rogue and a sorcerer, and so pretty much I almost kill my friend by accident, but I annihilated the enemy, and so pretty much he makes camp. I didn't make camp very well, and so I stand guard because my friend is the one that nearly died because of me, almost killing him. So I let him rest and I stand guard. I don't see anything and I get really tired and just fall asleep on guard. But while me and Nick are asleep, some goblins come to our camp, steal all of our gold and some of my friend's armor. So we go continue our adventuring. But when we hear rustling in a bush, we decide, you know what? We don't really want to fight this quite yet. We're just going to investigate where, my friend's armor went and all our gold. So we go over back to camp and start investigating. And we figure out where their camp is. And so pretty much we get over to their camp. We find a ton of them. And so me and my friend both use the acrobatics skill, send me flying in the air, and so I land in the middle of them, and I use Thunderwave. And I release Thunderwave right when their boss walks out, and I annihilate each and every one of the goblins. And I set fire to their camp. And so pretty much I annihilated the whole camp as well. Like, there's no structure left. And luckily, my friend's armor and all of our gold was not inside. Otherwise, I would have annihilated it. So I pretty much almost annihilated all of our gold and my friend's stuff. So we go back to camp. I decide to investigate the rustling, and what pops out is a Death Knight. My friend is just like, I don't really want to fight. This was your idea. So I'm in a 1v1 against it. I'm a level 5. I am not prepared for a battle against him. He almost kills me. And I finally get enough common sense to retreat. And so I make it back to camp, and I'm just like going in and out of consciousness. I'm out for like 2 or 3 days, and my friend just takes care of me for those few days. And so we're in a rematch against the Death Knight. I take out some more health of it, but it almost kills me again. So me and my friend retreat just far enough to where I can heal up a bit. I'm at like half my HP when the Death Knight finally makes it to where we are. Me and my friend decide to sneak attack it, and we're both just fighting it a whole ton until finally it uses I'm like down to 3 hit points, by the way, and so it just uses its sword, start charging up energy with it, and pretty much it's about to release all that energy on us. I go in to cut off its hand, but it turns out it had 2 hands, so I'm just like, what? No, I wasn't prepared for that. So it releases all the energy, and it kills me. So I was talking with the Death Knight earlier too, saying, because we need to redeem it in order for it to not be a death knight. So I think the fact that I reasoned with it and the fact that I was kind of my character was like the Death Knight is why once Nick killed it, he used his final move to revive me. And yeah, so we killed the Death Knight, and yeah, it revives me, brings me back to life. So yeah, that's the end of that story. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this video because I'm running out of time to record. So yeah, hope you liked it. Anyway, bye. See you next time.